To present our next award, we have another returning honoree from 2011. During his tenure as Cisco's Vice President of Sustainable Agriculture, he has had a major impact on the way Cisco did business around the globe. I can only imagine that undertaking. In addition to increasing local food sourcing programs with small and middle-sized family farms and overseeing Cisco's pledge to purchase only sustainable seafoods, he was a key force in Cisco's sustainable integrated pest management program, which reduces over 300,000 pounds of pesticides each year. Actually, that was just for the first year, and impacted over 921,000 acres of farmland. He's a man that knows how to get things done. Please welcome Craig Watson.
Well, good evening. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to attend this gala event again this evening. But in the hosting of this, most people would not realize that indeed I've now joined the world of retirement. But there's two things that indeed I don't miss. First of all, it's airplanes, and the second thing is public speaking. But for those of you who are not retired, I highly recommend it, because if nothing less, I now can get a haircut on my schedule. Leaders in sustainability, such as Jason Clay and Tensie Whelan, who I might add are sustainable friends to me, they can make you nervous. But at the same time, they provide hope for moving forward. It's a great honor that I have the opportunity to offer some brief comments about our next honoree's accomplishments. Her work in the environmental field has spanned over 25 years. One thing that's very unique about Tensie is that indeed she understands the need to develop business relationships with various members of the value supply chain to foster sustainable agricultural practices. That's what certification people do. But it is much more than that for Tensie Whelan. Through her dedicated leadership, the Rainforest Alliance has developed this certification process on global commodities such as bananas, cocoa, coffee, tea, and paper products. However, the thing that indeed I believe sets Tensie and her organization apart is that they work deep into the supply chain with smallholders, developing market access for their certified products. And what is the result? The stabilization and revitalization of remote rural communities, allowing smallholders the opportunity to provide basic needs for their families in a way that fosters self-worth, dignity, and the hope for a brighter future. Now let's learn more about Tensie's commitment to our planet and its people.
Tensie Whelan wants sustainable agriculture to become mainstream conventional agriculture. Inch by inch and acre by acre, she is turning that dream into a reality. It was during her years as a journalist that Whelan first learned how business and the environment must sustain each other in order to prosper. Today, Whelan serves as president of the Rainforest Alliance, where she has helped to persuade farmers, ranchers, and the world's largest food corporations that sustainability is not just about being a good global citizen, it's good for business. The Rainforest Alliance Certified Eco Label is one of the most credible labels on the planet, and its code of sustainable business practices has preserved millions of acres, reduced use of harmful chemicals, benefited millions of workers, and generated over $1 billion in sales for Rainforest Alliance certified food products.
I met a young coffee farmer in Columbia, and he said to me, I never thought people cared before, but now that I know they're buying my coffee, I feel like myself, I'm a protector of biodiversity, I'm a provider of jobs, and this is something that really is
So it's
important.
filtering right down to the individual farmers. And that's so
Exactly.
important.
Fortune magazine has dubbed her the Queen of Green, but Tensie Whelan has her sights set on a future where sustainable practices are no longer the exception, but the rule.
Now I'm very proud to present the 2012 James Beard Foundation Award to my friend, Tensie Whelan.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you noticed, but the music that you just heard at the very beginning was my daughter's music. She's just won Mountain Stage, Northeast Regional. She's going to be playing at Lincoln Center on Saturday. And the reason why, I of course have to give my daughter a shout out, but the reason why I'm giving her a shout out is because food is about family. And my daughter actually happens to be the chef in the family. I make really good tuna fish sandwiches. But she's been watching the Food Channel since she was 5. So anyway, I wanted to celebrate her and celebrate family and celebrate food. And I want to come back to that. But first, I also want to give a shout out to the James Beard Foundation for helping us to think about what we all do differently. You know, we had a fascinating set of conversations today. We're here, a group of uncommon collaborators in this room, people who don't necessarily get together normally. And it's the James Beard Foundation that's brought us together. Now, I had this image, Adam told us this evening that he had dinner with James Beard naked, or no, excuse me, the dinner wasn't naked. But that was the image I had. But James Beard had been naked with other people, and I thought, well, this is an interesting transition. We're moving towards sustainability and a different kind of attitude. But nevertheless, I want to celebrate kind of the evolution of the James Beard Foundation and the incredible role that you're playing, and also my fellow honorees. And Wendell Berry is someone that I have admired since a young girl, and I'm really looking forward to hearing him, so I'm going to be short. So let me just say a few words about kind of what drives me and also what I'm seeing happening out there, and what I see in the future that includes all of us and what we're doing. I grew up in New York City, but I was lucky enough to have a family farm in Vermont and to have family members who lived in Mexico. So I saw sort of the depths of poverty in Mexico. I saw farming in Vermont, and I saw vitality and energy and diversity in New York. And so what I hope I bring personally is the let's just get it done as a New Yorker, and the Vermont kind of okay, but why? and the sort of Mexico, okay, yeah, mañana, but we need to take care of everything, right? It's not just about in New York getting it done, it's how we get it done. So working with Rainforest Alliance has been an incredible pleasure and honor for me. And one of the reasons why it's so rewarding is because I get to travel all over the world. We work in 100 countries. I have not yet been to all of them. But what I'm seeing in every single corner of the world is people innovating around sustainability, whether there are people high up, middle up, or low up in a company, whether they are farmers, whether they are nonprofit organizations, they are tackling the problems that we all care about and finding ways to solve them together. And that gives me optimism for our future. Is it happening fast enough? No. What can make the difference to make it happen fast enough? It's the collaboration of all of the players in this great food system of ours, from the farmers, most importantly, as we heard earlier today in the conference, to the intermediaries who are working with the farmers, to the nonprofits, to the governments, to the companies, to the retailers. And basically what we're in a moment, which is a very uncomfortable moment, of redesign. Because the way in which we have done agriculture is no longer okay. That is scary, but it is also a hugely exciting moment for all of us, because it actually is possible, and Rainforest Alliance and many others in this room have seen it's possible to transform holistically, comprehensively, a system of farming to take care of water, to take care of soil, to take care of biodiversity, to take care of people, to provide good economic income to farmers, to provide consumers with something that they can trust and that tastes good and it can work, right? So for me, it's an honor to be here tonight, to share what we've been doing, to be collaborators with you, to create trust, to innovate for the future, to take what we're doing to scale. And what I've taken away from here, for me personally and for Rainforest Alliance, is we haven't worked all that much with chefs and with restaurants. So I hope that some of you will reach out to us, to work with us, to bring that community together, because you all are opinion leaders who people listen to. So thank you for listening to me for a moment. Thank you for all the great work you're doing, and I look forward to creating a better future together. Thank you.